have a good game, and we'll just make sure we can keep forcing him to have a really good game with our picks around him. It's almost like a 4-protect 1 lineup. Blows up one person at least. Looks like they will get started bot lane. Nuts will take a fair bit of harassment. Definitely don't really want to fight this, but maybe they try to go for a bounty rune still with Hustler, who does Sakuchi. It is a bit early though. He still tries and does find it, and now KYXY, he gets a stun up, and Kescute is being blocked up. He's going to try and run away. Meanwhile, the rest of Boom will try to focus on to Nuts, but he'll be fine as well. Kescute still dropping low, will eat a very fine now, and Brain Sap. Does he die? He does. The first blood will go over to Nuts on the Vengeful Spirit. It took a long time, but RR do pull it off.
So it's going to be easier to farm, it's going to be easier to dip into that jungle as well.
Oh, Dreamercell, can you get lucky with the bash? He doesn't need it. Does find Hustler. Of course, Kescute also going down to KYXY. Now there's a bash from KYXY. Dreamercell should be okay to run out.
Yeah, it can be a bit hard for the Void to trade for the Slaughter, because that stun is something you can really time well. And Time Walk is a big cooldown block instead of, so maybe they're going to try something here.
Well, you've got Chrono up on Dreamercell. I think he's made the call to just get it on cooldown. They are going to find one in the form of Hustler. Now, this is not really the kill you make the rotation for. But it seems as though that they lost vision of KYXY and they couldn't get the Chrono off in time.
Hard to keep that aggression.
Well, Boom has rotated now to try and deny this tower off them. You do have Drew showing himself, trying to jump on Makoto. KYXY will also show himself in this new Vladimir's offering. No blink as he did on him, but that meld strike, ooh, Makoto, a lot of damage, and Drew comes in with Hustler. They do find the Ember. FBZ trying to get himself out of there, and he should be fine. And RR, they have completely forgotten about that tier 2 tower. They'll go back to it now. But man, oh man, a 10k net worth lead now.
They're not even backing off for the tier 3s, they're just going.
It's the right play though, right? You've got a Tim, you've got a TA, just go. Chains will come out, Makoto, can they actually find this? Oh, that's a lot of damage coming out of Alacrity. He will get swooped down, but they were on top. FBZ will find the kill, does get a bit of gold for himself, and they should also get Nuts here. And yet they'll chain him up, he's definitely dead. Already Kescute trying to hunt for more. They want another big target, but well, Dreamercell does have Chrono, but again, doesn't really want to commit it just on Drew. He is just too tanky of a target. It's fine as KYXY gonna run straight into Dreamercell. Chrono again is still up, so they can try this. Hyde will buy back. There's a stun coming out with the blinking from KYXY. Now Dreamercell getting bashed. Needs a time walk away. He will, but Drew is on the chase, and Kescute almost going down, and does in fact. KYXY finds that kill on Dreamercell. Still trying to run away, but he is surrounded, and he will go down. Just unwilling to Chrono. The chase will actually continue. No, Drew won't bother any longer. That'll be enough. There is a Roshan to be taken if they so wish. And that may be exactly where Alacrity goes.
Yeah, it's going to be a really quick rush. You've got the minus armor strat in play here. So it's not going to last too long. I have to say, Boom, they've got to use that Chrono. You cannot allow yourself to play like this. You had a bit of a bounce back earlier. That's completely gone from RR finding those kills. You have to fight into the Aegis now as well.
Be fine. Drew is right now just flexing. In fact, never mind. They want the tier 3 tower. They just switch up their objective. FBZ again on the defense here. They're trying to force back the side of Boom, who are pushing that bot lane right now. But they may not have enough time. In fact, Dreamercell, he will get the tier 2. Now the TA stun before quite low. Alacrity, oh, actually, that is very low. Now the Aether does catch him out. FBZ jumping in and back out again. And they don't want to expend the Aegis. Well, now he's going to try to go for the Aghanim Scepter. But again, RR not willing to give them that time. You go back into the tier 3 tower bot lane with the Aegis. It is becoming harder and harder as that Shadow Demon continues to just use Disruption Soulcatcher on Alacrity, but now Drew jumps in. They do find the Shadow Demon. Hyde goes, swarms up, could still go down as Drew is chasing, has Chakram, and no, what a nightmare dodge from Kescute. Oh, that was just perfect. Now Drew will try to go after FBZ. FBZ going after Alacrity, and well, they'll time-lapse him again. FBZ now very low, but does have an Astral Step. Meld Strike will be enough. About 500 damage from Alacrity with that Belt Strike. He'll buy back. They don't want to give up Arax yet. Backdoor protection to kick in. Whoa, that's a lot of damage coming up from Alacrity. He just blows up high. Now KYXY jumping it up from Makoto. FB's but what a chrono. Dreamersault found 3, but a great swap out on KYXY. Still Alacrity in trouble, but they will find Dreamersault. No buyback available. Looks like Makoto also going to fall low, and FBZ again not wanting to die back right now. They at least do get the Aegis, but it's all about buying time. KYXY again jumps in. Kesku. He just gets ripped apart by Alacrity. And there goes that bottom Rax. FBZ, if he dies right now, it actually could be a second Rax to come out. RR, how confident are you? Do you want to keep going? Oh, he goes after Kesku. He wants to die back, and he's going to find it. Kesku will die back immediately. And now Makoto, he gets bashed up. He's dead. The GG's called. The first game of RR actually winning throughout the Birmingham ESL 1 Birmingham Online, John. It's happened. They do pull off the victory in 25 minutes of all things.
I mean, that took a long time for the first win to come out. It was a very fast win. Definitely worth the wait.
Masters, we always just hope for a game 3. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the one thing right now though, I don't know, I just feel like when you give Alacrity some of his comfort picks, it gets a bit scary. Like, we've seen him on the SF, and he does play a really mean SF. I mean, Reality Rift hasn't been able to win with it just yet, but he's really good in that hero. You know, he's one of those old school acts, so you can afford to go for that Radiance Rush here.
They might go for a mid lane push already, Boom. Fisher, Chain's going to be there onto Hustler, who was trying to defend a nice Burrow Strike, but it won't be enough. They just surround the mid lane completely, and this is what tends to happen when you have an off-lane DK. They hit level 6, they rotate mid, they find a kill, and then they push down that T1 tower, and you look at RR, they're not going to be ready to defend it. In fact, a quick horn in, Alacrity's going to be in trouble. He does find Kesku, but he probably will die for the cause. He thinks about the Requiem, but won't have enough time, and now they'll chase after Nuts as well, and that Venge very fires up, but he's only delaying the inevitable. He will definitely die, and it will be a double kill coming up for Makoto. That Drew now just rotated in with Hustler, but it's just way too early for a Riki to be active, and well, they're trying their best to at least defend this mid. It will go to FBZ. They tried for the deny, but the Riki damage is way too low. Live. Bottom lane, Drew. Dustin up. KYXY is going to be there with a roar, but he is just getting juked down and eventually just commits it on the lich. Understanding Drew is going to die anyway. He may as well take whatever kill he can get as a trade, and that's another question entirely, but you do have the Echo Slam. You have to be a bit wary of that and all. That is 200 gold going to FBZ. KYXY just leading the Centaur for a while, but Alacrity now showing up. Magic Missile into the Requiem. It's a lot of magic damage there on FBZ, and now the Roar comes out. KYXY, in fact, giving the kill over to Drew, but now Makoto, understanding the Roar is gone, feels confident to try and fight. Get the chains on Alacrity, but the razors start flying out. Alacrity, he's stuck around too long. They commit the Echo and Horn. And immediately it's on to find another target.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But
is he?
There's a lot of units coming in. KYXY. Roy is going to be there. The Echo immediately committed by Hyde. However, it wasn't that great. Hyde is going to be in huge trouble. Chainfrost is going to be amazing, however. Though no, it bounces to Alacrity and just stops bouncing. They do at least get KYXY. Drew trying to run out of there, but Drew has been dusted up. Great change from Makoto. He finds a triple, and now they get the stun off onto that Sand King. Alacrity already TPing out of there. He knows they can't fight this any longer, and Hustler, well, he sandstorms. But he's underneath this. I thought he was underneath the sentry. He wasn't. They have dust on Makoto in a second, but Hustler gonna try and TP out. Makoto could not get the slide off in time. Great escape from the Sand King, but ultimately that team fight being a 3-for-1 trade for RR is definitely not very good news. Well, Boom now with the Blink Dagger on FBZ looking to make a play, so they go for a Dragon Tail straight onto that Venge. Nice Bishop block as well. Nuts should just be dead though. No, Hustler shows himself now. The Vaughn comes in straight onto Alacrity. They really want to get this SF first. Nice swap out from Nuts, but he's going to go down. Alacrity also to go down as well, and RR is starting to melt. KYXY will be the fourth. There is only one left in the form of Drew, but he tries to man fight this up against 3 with the smoke screen, but After finding Hyde, he will just die. I guess at least you force out the BKB charge from Makoto, but it's not really worth the Ricky death.
Nah, full team.
Now, with Manta Radiance up and the Bash coming up soon as well, Dreamers, well, they're going to jump in with a Burrow Strike and Smoke Screen as well. Is it enough? Well, no, not quite. Hustler will die straight off the bat, but they found the Lich. Now after Hyde, there's the Aegis going over on Dreamers, but Drew is starting to clean up on the Ricky, but he is forced to just Blink Strike away. Makoto was getting quite low on the Ember, but they don't feel confident enough to finish the job off. But he just didn't have wanted it. Drew. Yeah. Oh, nuts. They're TPing in. They want to fight. Remnant's forward now. Makoto is very confused by what's happening, but they're going to take this fight. More TPs to come and a buyback out from Drew. They've lost nuts for KYXY. Will jump on the Earthshaker. He'll take down Hyde. He is falling to Dreamer's Cell, but now Alacrity does come back in, and Drew is finally here. With that smoke screen, they do get the Ember. Makoto goes down, giving a lot of gold away to Drew, but you have lost KYXY. Now Dreamer's Cell trying to run out, but Drew has jumped in with the tricks of the trade. They will get the Aegis, but they want that secondary line. Alacrity with the Requiem does get it onto that Spectre, and that is going to be a huge team fight for RR. Just the element of surprise there instead. Perhaps they feel like they don't really need the break, as last team fight they didn't really need it at all, and well, they found the Earthshaker. Ghost Scepter going to be there to protect from Drew. FBZ in that dragon form, seeing if he still needs to do anything here. He jumps in with the Dragon Tail. They don't have the Spectre for another 20 seconds, but they may not need it. Does get jumped on. A lot of damage from Makoto. He'll claim one. Still remnanting across this team fight, just trying to juke them out constantly. They'll also find Nuts on the Venge. Hyde still surviving with the Ghost Scepter, and will just essentially get away as the rest of RR are also just getting out of there. Now you've got the Spectre up with Horn. Oh, Remnants forward from Makoto, going straight onto KYXY, who does BKB up, has Roar, but just wants to TP up there. Oh, the bash though from Dreamer's Cell means he roars, but he gets an illusion. And now Hyde just commits the Echo. Bot lane, there's another fight breaking out. Abyssal did Horn down there. Alacrity trying to get win, but no, the Abyssal comes out. Hustler also caught, and he is going to die. And just nothing going right for RR in game 2.
It's just super hard.
Jump on, straight onto the KYXY, not allowing him to get that roar off yet. Nuts meanwhile getting gazed up as well. KYXY, are you going to roar? He will eventually get it off on the DK, but there's going to be no follow-up to it. Alacrity has also died as well as Hustler. Drew forced to pop his BKB. Epicenter Burrow is going to be there on Makoto, so they do at least find the Ember, but you've still got 4 more heroes to deal with, and they are not looking easy to take down, as they do go after Hustler, and they get a dieback on the Sand King. So it kind of looked okay after the Ember died, but it's just Alacrity dying like that on the SF. Just don't, how do you take this man out? He just seemingly takes no damage. Raises tickling Dreamer's Soul right now. They will start with the BKB from Alacrity, and Drew tries to jump on KSQ, but Abyssal straight away. Now Hustler's there, but the Echo's committed. Makoto's also there on the Ember, and this game is slowly but surely looking to be over, as they are going to drop Alacrity. And well, now the rest are kind of like sitting ducks. The buybacks are flying out. Drew and Alacrity are back into this team fight, but it's a triple kill out for Dreamer's Cell. They find more on the Ricky, and that is it. GG has been called by KYXY. And then game 2 is going to go to the way of Boom Esports.
Yeah, it's they held out long enough. RR did have a bit of an early head start. They just couldn't get a wider lead that they'd really need with this lineup, and they give too much space to Boom to find out. It's a weird swap out. Like, Alacrity is a beast of a Shadow Fiend. You know, he is a monster in that.
Well, he wasn't last game, that's for sure, John.
That's
maybe
fair.
he's just not feeling confident right now. Like game 1, we saw him on the Ember, basically carrying the team almost. Game 2 on the SF, we expect performance
as the Ember. It is a very tricky line to draw. Just comes back in with the Remnants though.
With full mana, full HP, you can definitely start really abusing FBZ, knowing the Ghost Shroud isn't up. He does have it in a few seconds, but Alacrity is set on this kill. Remnants forward, and FBZ just never thought that was going to happen.
A lot of early farm. He is finding that, and even Hyde's not able to use the space to get EXP.
Alacrity's Got that pacing going for him. Sleight of fist, Hyde is going to go down, Remnants are out, and they can't stop him. Ultimately, it does cost them an opportunity.
Yeah, they are committing a lot for that mid and top lane. Early rotation out, Drew.
He's gonna come in. He does have that level 7, but Requiem gonna be there. Not enough, however. Breathe Fire as well. Drew does finally go down, but you've got this Ember to worry about. Dreamer Cell, he'll rotate in straight onto Nuts. Just take out that Keeper of the Light. Alacrity, he does get a double kill, and Nuts will definitely go down here, and Makoto is the one to pick up that kill on the Dragon Knight.
Go for a trade.
Oh, they're going to fight top lane. Hustler, he's going to show up as well. They're focusing on Makoto, but he's a bit too tanky of a target. Hustler trying to run away, gets a nice cogs off to push him back, but Makoto's not done yet. He does get the final auto attack off, and now the silence is there. This will be a big kill on Alacrity with that Inkswell. He needs help. He'll remnant away. Back into the team fight, he says. There's no help coming, but a great sleight of fist chains from Alacrity. Are you really going to try for this? He is. He has another sleight of fist up. Kescute will survive with that Fairy Fire he just used, but Alacrity's not done. He wants to secure the Remnant back, and he will get it.
Play, and I love this. RR is still playing aggressive. They go back to fight top.
Well, Dreamer Cell can't fight properly right now on the PA. They know this. They can just keep spamming away, Remnant forward, Dragon's still there, but you've already lost Dreamer Cell with the Illuminate. Now Makoto is a sitting duck. Even KOXY is going to be here, and they'll find a wicked 6 streak on Alacrity.
Too much farm, although a blink would help. But the big thing to wait for is Dreamer Cell's BKB, and he's not going to get that until after the Desolator. Oh no.
That is a very aggressive hook to go for, but he feels safe. Alacrity says go for it. I'm coming in, and he does go straight onto Kescute, who almost dies, but not quite. Reaper sight there, but Shallow Grave will save Hustler from that longer respawn. FBZ still going for the kill. It may cost him his own life. He's trying to run out, but the body blocks are there from the units, and now Will-O-Wisp will be dropped as well. Alacrity, he's got free reign now. Dreamer Cell going to try and make a run, but he's been chained up. They continue to try and fight early, but it is not paying off for Boom. As Alacrity goes back after Kescute, but doesn't get the chains. But still, Boom, they just don't seem to be able to contest.
Their goal, need to find their first few items before you can start buying some space back in.
Oh, look at FBZ, he can't heal up. The Spirit Vessel's doing too much work. And now Hyde's been caught out. He does at least get conked away. FBZ, though, will die. Now a hook shot. They do end up finding the Grimstroke. Kescute's going to die in a double chains now. It's an absolute massacre in this mid lane. They drop the Will-O-Wisp on top. Dreamer Cell, he is the main priority target. He will blink away, but Alacrity, he's got those chains again. And that means he catches out Dreamer Cell, and oh boy, this is becoming a real stomp now.
Against this massive lead.
Oh, Alacrity saw him, gets the chains off. Does he want to die for this? Spirit Vessel's there, he doesn't have his coddle. Shot will not connect. They get the chains off, and now Nuts will give him the Chakra Magic, and that means everything's refreshed. There you go, do it again. Rinse and repeat for Alacrity. Top lane, looks like Drew's just trying to hide right now, but they are going to draw a line up, and Requiem will be there, so Drew will play the delay game, baiting them into the tree line. And we'll just walk out of there now. Inkswell from Makoto, but oh, Alacrity's coming, and there he is, straight on top of Hyde. That Earthshaker definitely going to die, and FBZ trying to TP out of there, but no, he can't. Drew finds the kill. Makoto's going to go down there for the GG. They have had enough.
Holy hell.
14-0. And on that note, by the way, John, just before we go into the post-game analysis, we do have our Mercedes-Benz MVP discussion to have after this series. RR have won their first series of the tournament, by the way. It's been 4 days. They have pulled off a victory off the back of Ember.